So here I am at the back of the property, and you can see that since the last time I did an update, there's not actually been very much progress at all. The builders have been here and dug out all of the footings now, all around the back of the house, as you can see up here. And if I just step over, they have also done the footings down the side here, which is where the Lego room is going to go, right along there. So all of these are dug out. They came across a few unexpected things like this mains cable through there. But the real problem is twofold. One is that this area here is all very heavily based on sand, and I don't know if you can just see down there, this is all very sandy area. So what that means is all of this down here has to have a cage put into it for them to strengthen the foundations with. So that was the first problem that we found, and that was a shock enough, and was going to cost a few, probably a couple of £1,000 to resolve that with the caging that has to run along here. And you can see that they had an awful job trying to dig out all of this because of the big seams of concrete that they came across. But also, if I take you up the other end here, the real problem that we uncovered very late, about 2 weeks ago, was that down here, you can see there, those are the foundations of my actual house, and just below that there, I don't know if you can make out, but there is a pipe down there. And the concern is that that pipe is laid in very soft ground, and they're worried that when they come to cut the back of the house out, because we're going to be extending this whole back, and this is all going to be cut out to have very large bifold doors, then the corners are going to get an awful lot of weight put on them. So what they want to do is they have to dig underneath those existing foundations of the house. So they have to get down there, dig all of this out by hand. I'm not quite sure how far under they need to go, but they need to go actually under the house and then fill that underneath area with concrete. Now the problem is they need to do that in 5 places along the back line of the house, and because of the stability they can't do it all at once, so they'll have to come and probably start with this one first, but they're going to do it in 3 stages. So they'll have to dig, they'll have to cement, and then they'll have to wait for the cement to cure, to harden, before they can move on to the next piece, probably along here, and keep going along the back of the house until that's all complete. And of course they're going to get the mesh in at the back there. Now that might not sound like a lot, but we've had to have structural engineers in to look at this. We've had to have them do lots of calculations on how deep we need to go and how much concrete we need to fill with. And the upshot of that is that this is all going to cost in the region of £10,000 more than it was going to cost initially. So as you can imagine, that's quite a shock to the budget. That's going to hurt a little bit, but we have some contingency in the budget, so it's not the end of the world if we don't get too many more problems. But fingers crossed this is the last of the problems, and the builders will actually be back on site in 2 days. Today's Saturday, they'll be back on site on Monday, and they'll be starting to dig out those trenches that I mentioned and fill them with concrete. So hopefully in the next update we'll have a little bit more to show you. I'm really sorry that there isn't more actual building have taken place. It's literally been 2 weeks now of no activity at all, while the engineers and the builders and the building regulations agree on what course of action to take on the foundations. So that's it. I'll give you another update when there's a little more to tell you. Hopefully maybe another couple of weeks we'll be in a better position to show what they've been doing with the foundations, and hopefully we'll start to get above ground before too long. So that's it for now. I'll give you another update in a couple of weeks. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe if you want to keep following these updates, or if you want to check out any of my video hauls. But I'll speak to you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.